The first ever summer holiday with your mates. A rite of passage for every teenager. Freedom, temptation and excess.
Yeah.
All away from mum and dad.
Absolutely wasted.
If my dad saw me dressed like this, I will not have a roof over my head.
But what they couldn't possibly have guessed is that their parents are coming too. Secretly watching to make sure their kids can stand on their own 2 feet.
My God, I can't believe I'm seeing this, actually.
It will be an eye-opening experience.
Look at the state of your daughter.
But will it bring them closer together?
We're proud to have such a nice child. You're a credit to our family.
Or drive them further apart?
Oh, she's in for a bollocking dressed like that.
She won't believe them.
Seriously in for a bollocking.
Coming up, it's sun, sea and the search for sex on the Greek island of Zante.
I want to see you get for your first time ever.
As shy and sheltered 18-year-old James Warren escapes from his self-confessed overprotective parents.
I treat him perhaps like a baby.
We did actually find a way of getting into his Facebook account without him knowing.
This is James's first chance to experience the world outside the strict confines of his home.
I've never been so free in my whole life.
Party girl Jen Shepherd is looking forward to leaving mum Carol and stepdad Neil behind.
I can do what I want, I'm 18 now, so it's my life. If I want to do it, then I'll do it. No one's going to stop me.
Independent Jen is celebrating the end of her A-levels with her schoolmates before they head off to university.
It would be nice to have one solid block of time together where we can just have a laugh, let go, before we all move on.
But are the parents prepared for what they'll see when they secretly watch over their kids?
Oh, my God, I can't believe I'm seeing this, actually.
And relationships are put to the test when the parents' cover is blown.
We are so pissed off. You've lied to me and all my friends.
So how will Jen and James react to their holidays being gate-crashed?
It might go ballistic.
Hi, James. Shit. Oh, my God.
In Loughborough, only child James Warren is getting some holiday tips from his parents.
And let's imagine that you're lucky and you find a nice girl. Your heart, boom, boom, boom. What would you perhaps want to do as a precaution, just in case?
I'd take it seriously and I'd also, go through the safety precautions.
Yeah.
Well, okay, as long as you...
As long as you know what we're talking about.
Yes.
Yeah.
And don't forget, ever.
My parents are very much overprotective and what they do and what they say can be really irritating. Their worry and their concern all the time stops me from doing things which I've always wanted to do.
I find it extremely difficult as a mum, especially as an Italian mum, to let my son go on holiday, go away. I'm sure this is the stepping stone for him to want more and more freedom.
That's some spending money. Obviously you'll need that. And remember, it's got to last a week. This is for excursions for the group.
Okay.
So if you want to go somewhere special in Zante, somewhere that might cost a little bit, then you've got a bit of money there, so you can afford to pay for the others to go. It'll be a watershed, an important milestone, I think, between him basically being a child and him being an independent adult.
With money in his pocket, James is hoping his week away will boost his confidence with the girls.
I'm shy around girls because I think that I don't have the confidence. I'm the kind of person who looks at them first, then I go and talk to her, but I wouldn't just go and talk to every single girl.
In East Sussex, 18-year-old free spirit Jen Shepherd and her 3 mates are finessing their own holiday rules.
So, number 1...
Party feet.
Party feet, the things that you have in your shoes so your heels don't rub.
And then number 2 is tits.
Get your tits out. Everyone loves it.
Number 3, throw a small trout back to the ocean.
Yeah. A trout is a man, so if he's really annoying you or too clingy, just throw him back.
Never get your rat out to a fellow lad's trout.
Don't go near the ex-boyfriends.
Jen lives by her own rules and has few from Mum Carol.
I think you have to give teenagers room to grow up, and you have to give them the space, and you have to give them time on their own. And when they want to chill out on their own, you don't go knocking on their doors.
deep down, my mum thinks I'm still her little girl. Like, obviously I always will be, but it's just like, I'm going to do my own thing, I'm going to make my own decisions, and I just think she can't really stop me.
8 years ago, Jen, younger sister Rue and mum Carol were joined by stepdad Neil.
I think she gets away with a lot more than a lot of people get away with. Because her dad doesn't live here, it's her stepdad, she feels like she can push the boundaries a bit more.
And Jen's hoping to be pushing the boundaries even further on her holiday.
We can do what we want and no one's gonna be there to be like,
guide you.
Yeah.
In Loughborough, James is picking up his crew. Plumber Pete, the wild one, fresh from the Navy, Dan the man, and bookie manager and man of the world, Rob.
Let's get going.
To be able to see something like a holiday in detail, the way that we're going to be able to, is actually quite an opportunity. And I think at the end of the week, we'll understand James better than we do now.
Now, how sensible my James is at the moment, I just don't know.
Please do film me.
I can't visualise whether he still needs his mum or not. I don't know. Darling, I'm very, very proud of you, okay?
Yeah.
Be very safe, okay?
Yes.
Ciao.
I want to go.
All right.
In Sussex, Jen is saying goodbye to her mum and sister.
Bye, buddy, bye. 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 Cool.
Right, listen. Yeah, have a good time. Have fun.
Jen has no idea that tomorrow Carol will be flying out to secretly observe the holiday.
I think it's absolutely wonderful that we're going to be the spies in the camp. And I would like a better understanding how Jennifer conducts herself.
So excited!
Heading to the Greek island of Zante with Jen are Emily, Catherine and Gabby. And they're looking to take the resort by storm.
We just named ourselves the Lads, so we could just be loud and we just don't even care. We're just going to act all rowdy, do what we want. Catherine, she likes to always have a good time. Emily, she's always the girl that gets us all raring to go, like comes up with the ideas.
Yeah. I want to go to a water park. Yeah.
Gabby, she's the legs. She's like the eye candy for the guys.
I've got a beach bag. You got a beach bag?
I'm normally the one that gets us into trouble.
Yeah.
All our nights out are pretty interesting when we get drunk and just things happen. Without parents, it's going to be so much fun. Obviously, I'll tell her some stuff, but I don't think I'm going to tell my mum all the crazy drunk adventures because I don't really think she needs to know.
I just hope that she comes across as a nice young lady that I know that she is. And she can be, but we might learn differently, mightn't we?
Jen and James are on their way to Zante, the third largest of the Greek islands, and home to the main resort of Laganas. Laganas is swamped each year by tens of thousands of Brits looking for cheap booze, sex and all-night hard partying.
I need a man.
Jen and the girls are staying at a beachside hotel 500 metres from the main strip.
You just broke the lights.
Are there sharks in Greece? Well,
there must be.
What ocean is it, Jen?
Why would I know?
As if Jen's gonna know. Oh, yeah. It's not the Atlantic.
But who cares about geography when there's tanning to be done?
How are you ready? Yeah. Well, it didn't take long. Hi, guys.
James and the lads have arrived and are down the road at a hotel in Kalamaki. This is James's big opportunity to prove he can cope without mum and dad. He is finally his own man.
Hello?
Hi James, it's your dad. How are you getting on?
We're going to Zante now and
I think it's going really well.
Have you bought yourself a hat?
Not yet, but I will do.
Listen, Danny, listen. Tomorrow, when you are on the beach, remember to wear your sunglasses.
Yeah, I'll speak to you later. Oh, we won't get off the phone. So annoying.
put the antibiotic cream on your lips.
All right. All right, okay.
Ciao, darling, I
See you
love
then.
you.
Bye. Bye. You know, phoning me on the first day, which is a bit annoying and a bit irritating, really, but I'm going to have to live with it, aren't I? So.
As it's his first time away from his parents, the lads have a game plan for James.
It's quite vital that we keep pushing James to get that more independence and push him and push him and push him, because he will have to stand on his own 2 feet. He won't really live properly until he manages to do it.
It's the girls' first trip into town and they're already attracting attention.
You look beautiful, ladies. You're gonna be pleased with the food tonight. And you're gonna have friendly free drink from the house, and you got free garlic bread with mushroom and cheese when you're waiting for a meal as well.
Good.
Thank you very much. Welcome in.
Despite all the big talk of wild nights, the early start has 18-year-old Jen heading for bed. It's 10:30 p.m.
We're going to go to bed now because we're actually knackered. 24 hours being awake. Being awake is not fun.
Bye!
While the girls call it a night, the lads are just getting started. James, who's never had a girlfriend, is on a mission to meet girls.
There's a lot of totty about there, isn't there?
Oh, fuck me, I can't believe it.
You don't pull in here, mate, you're never going to pull.
I'm willing to go. I am. I'm nowhere near tired. Blue Lagoon, please, if you can.
James has one thing on his mind.
I have to pull tonight, I have to. There's so many, like, options. There's so many...
Exactly, mate. Exactly.
So many of them.
Where are you from?
Nottingham, if you know where that... Nottingham. Nottingham.
You had a chance there, mate.
I didn't catch your name. That's me, I'm James.
At first I was thinking James might tense up and have nothing to say, but James didn't have that, he was on it. Confidence, talking, the whole shebang.
I'm not having that.
No, you blow it out in the neck.
Why?
Just do it. Right, you ready, lad? Right, yeah, first night in Zante. Zante, lad. We've had a few drinks and hopefully we'll go on to the next one, find somewhere decent in the strip, find a bit more totty, and hopefully we'll pull.
We've been out here less than 24 hours right now, and James is currently enjoying his arse off.
With a bit of Dutch courage, James has found himself a girl, and this could be the big chance for his first ever kiss.
I've met Sam from one of the Q bars, and she's a lovely girl, aren't you? See you later.
See you later.
See ya.
Yes, lad! Yes,
That's the end of it, really. I hope I'll move on, and I hope I'll get another kiss on the lips next time, you know. But I'm proud of myself for doing it, because I never thought I'd be able to get that far with someone.
Enthused by James's success with the ladies, the lads celebrate.
I want to try and get with a girl while I'm here.
And man of the world Rob has a few tips.
I want to see you get fucked for your first time ever. I want to see you absolutely hammered off alcohol and then get fucked.
Yeah.
Right? Not only that, right, but you'll find you'll last a lot longer.
It's 4 in the morning and James and the lads are still hard at it.
I've never been so free in my whole life. I feel that my parents aren't here to tell me what to do and tell me when to go to bed and when to do this, that and the other. Through these 18 years of me being alive, I've never had such an amazing, fantastic night ever.